In this third and final video, I will be discussing what we do as an organisation, specifically in our projects and sessions to help develop our participants. This will be done by linking conceptual models and frameworks to our coaching practice as an organisation. Models will include links to the Personal Assets Framework for Sport, Positive Youth Development, and coach-athlete relationships. I will then explain how we use these models to achieve government and key organisation outcomes. Starting with the Personal Assets Framework for Sport, proposed by Cote, Turnage and Veermer in 2016, the framework describes both the mechanisms and outcomes of positive youth development in sport. The Personal Assets Framework suggests that youth's development in sport is shaped by three main dynamic elements: the nature of the sport activity in which youth participate, the types of social relationships formed within a sport context, and the physical and social characteristics of the sport setting. When these dynamic elements are effectively aligned, positive youth development should occur through the youth's growth in four areas known as the 4 Cs: competence, confidence, connection, and character. This framework suggests that over time, growth in the 4 Cs can help facilitate three long-term sport outcomes: the attainment of sports expertise, lifelong participation in sport and physical activity, and personal development and thriving across life contexts. So how do we incorporate the 4 Cs model into our coaching behaviour during sessions at the Community Foundation? Firstly, we look to engage the participants in productive activities that develop competence or build upon their existing strengths and abilities. For example, during our P lessons, we work on developing the pupils' basic fundamental movement skills, such as running, jumping, balance, agility, and coordination. These are packaged into fun games that intrinsically motivate and reward the participants. This leads to an increased engagement and competence by building a positive view of each individual's action in sport for all pupils, whether they are high or low ability level. DC and Ryan in 2000 stated that social contexts that support the satisfaction of competence are proposed to facilitate growth and intrinsically motivate behaviour, with those that hinder competence are associated with poorer motivation, performance and well-being. We seek to develop the confidence of pupils during our lessons. Feltz and Chase in 1998 said confidence can be defined as the degree of certainty individuals possess about their ability to be successful. We as coaches use positive coach behaviours such as praise and encouragement throughout the session to increase levels of self-belief in the pupils. Realistic and achievable targets are given to each individual to give them a sense of pride and achievement once they complete their goal, further boosting their confidence levels. The next C in the model that we use is connection. This is the positive bond between the coaches and the participants. This relates to the model that Jowett in 2016 developed about coach-athlete relationships. It shows that good technical coaching and relational coaching equates to overall effective and successful coaching, with closeness, commitment and complementarity being the three main characteristics. During our sessions, we build closeness by being open and approachable to the participants so they feel that they can talk to us about anything. We pay attention to the participants, recognise when they do good things and give recognition. We are committed to maintaining a connection that is close and long-term. For example, we make sure that everyone is understood and valued by giving opportunity to answer and ask questions throughout the lesson and ensure that we listen and learn from them. Finally, complementarity reflects coaches and athletes' behaviours that are cooperative. This is done during sessions by leading by example and creating an environment that is positive, engaging, motivating and creative. Coach behaviour should always be professional and the session should be well prepared to show coaching competence and expertise. The final C in the PYD model is character. Character development is often discussed in terms of moral development, sportspersonship and empathy for others. Coaching examples of this would be making sure players are aware of the rules of play and enforce them throughout the activity. We as coaches should encourage fair play by offering praise or potential rewards for respect and sportsmanship. Sports programs and coaching approaches that prioritise the 4 Cs are more likely to help young people reap the long-term benefits of sport. Young people are likely to attain their sporting competence throughout their childhood and even into adulthood. They may then participate in sport and physical activity for the rest of their lives, which will see an increase to their physical and mental well-being. This will develop the person as a whole and see them thrive across multiple contexts in life. This links extremely well to the government and Sport England policies of building a healthy, active nation and how sport changes lives and becomes a force for social good. Developing positive attitudes to sport and activity in young people builds the foundations for an active life.